Okay, so it's a new day and we are headed out again. We're leaving Wales today. We're headed to the ferry in just a little bit. And the ferry actually will be this afternoon, but the ferry's about an hour away. And we stopped at Jenkins Bakery to get their world famous Welsh cakes. Like, I'm having a corned beef pasty right now. And it's pretty good. Pasty. Oh, you're right. You're right. What did you think? What did you think of it?
I liked it. Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It has a very baby food consistency of the corned beef, but I think it's on purpose. But it has a nice salty flavor, so it's good. What did you guys think of yours?
I just had mine. I think mine was good. I thought it was good.
Okay, so again, vacation day 10. Here are our Welsh cakes. Let's see. They look like little pancakes. They said they're supposed to have fruit in them.
Yeah.
We're supposed to all try them at the same time, he said.
Oh.
They look like chocolate chip pancakes, but it says fruit on it. Excuse me. All right.
Give it a shot.
It's very dense. What do you think? So we'll probably not be dreaming about these at night, but they're not bad. They're good.
Yeah.
We're only about an hour away from our ferry, so we decided to stop on our way at some ruins. This was a peaceful, secluded area it looked like, but it was actually in the middle of a town. And the kids enjoyed being able to climb on the ruins. It was done safely, but it was a lot of fun. They loved it. I think getting to free climb like that reminded them a lot of the Garden of the Gods when we went to Colorado Springs the one year, and they could climb on anything they wanted. We actually all got into it. Rebecca climbed up, David climbed, I climbed. The only thing is David dropped his phone during this trip, so we don't have all of the video to share. We did, however, get a picture of us all together in front of the ruins, and it was a great memory. Next, we're on our way to the port at Pembroke, and this trip is actually going to be our longest ferry ride. It's 4 hours from Pembroke to Rosslare, and we got there with plenty of time to get onto the boat. This one was a fun boat. It was very large, and it had ramps that went up to different levels. So there were different levels to park on. This ferry ride was 4 hours, so there was definitely a lot of time to kill, but the countryside was beautiful. We did spend a lot of time on the open sea, though, that we could not see land. It was fun. David spent his time writing postcards to family and friends at home, and Rebecca was working on writing a little bit of her book. So it was time well spent. And there was even a movie theater that they were showing a free movie. I believe it was Lion King live action that they showed. And it was a really nice touch, and I'm glad that they offered this. You can see here the route we took from Wales to get to Ireland. We saw this really cool lighthouse on this tiny little island off the coast of Ireland. That was really beautiful.
Look, there's Ireland. So we made it off the ferry. We are now in Ireland. Beautiful Ireland. I was not expecting to see a palm tree-like tree here, honestly. So we pulled off right away to go to Texaco because we need to fill up. Notice we're back to euros. And there's the Texaco, so a little bit of America right there. But this is something my husband pointed out, that how crazy is this? Look, washers and dryers in the parking lot, right next to the air machine and the ATM. You can wash 8 kilograms for €5, or wash 18 kilograms for €10, and dry 18 kilograms for €3. How cool. The place we stayed at last had a washer but no dryer, so it was dry everything on the balcony like a true European.
Notice we're still driving on the left side of the road, but now we are switched back to kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour like we were in the UK. So something to get used to, looking back and forth in between speedometer, but it was definitely fun. I think most of these roads had way too high a speed limit on them because it was very narrow but beautiful countryside. I loved the overhanging trees and there were a lot of shrubs. Tomorrow is one of my favorite days. We're headed to Dublin. Slán!
Where do we make it to, guys?
We're in Ireland.
How do you get that? No idea.
Abandon her. Even as he had the thought, Horak's big hand closed over the collar of his jacket, and the chance was gone. As the ship began to gather way, Will stared at the mounted figure in the surf, buffeted by the waves. Hort was so near, and yet now so impossibly out of reach. His eyes stung with tears, and, faintly, he heard Hort's voice. "Will, stay alive. Don't give up. I'll find you wherever they take you."